All right, so here's that 24 Tahoe Premier. Now, of course, this is in the sage metallic. Gorgeous color. I really like it on these trucks. 20-inch wheels all the way around. Tires are awesome shape. Now, this just came in the other day, so we literally have not touched this thing at all. So you're going to truthfully see exactly what I got. Obviously, it'll go through detail and service both. But I've only had this thing 5-7 days, something like that. Nothing too crazy. So it will show just a handful of little stone chippies on the front end. That's a bug, obviously. It's got one right there. Body wise, she's in really nice shape, honestly. Got one little bitty small spot there, and it does have just ever so slightly a little bit of a ding in it from that rock chip. And I'm sure, obviously, I'd like to get this thing washed at least before we do a finalize everything type of thing. But there is a handful of little stone chippies on the front end. Nothing too crazy. Tires, all four of them match. To me, they look like they were definitely all replaced at the same time. I would say they have definitely been replaced just because of how deep they are. Ignore my water cup up there. I was cutting through service and needed a refill. So regular floor liners, power seats on both sides. Or sorry, regular floor mats. And then, of course, it's got the real pretty kind of cream colored stitching and stuff through it. Sunroof up top.
I can't help with that.
Sorry, Siri's talking to me. One little bitty scuffy right there on the edge of the door. Nothing too crazy, honestly. That might just buff out. Captain's chairs in the second row. They do fold down flat, and then also if I hit this button one more time and hold it, it'll go ahead and release all the way up. That's our entry in and out of the third row. There's a little something inside the holes there of the third row. I'm sure that's something that I would expect my detail department to get out. It doesn't look like it's hurting anything. It's just something got dropped on there. Yeah, that's coming off. I'm not worried about that. Does have heated seats back here. Separate climate for the rear, of course. We've got the Bose on it. And then as I come on out back, you had asked about a trailer hitch. There is a hitch right up behind there. There's two little wing nuts right there on each side. Turn those loose. This will drop off. Here, I'll just show you. I can tell you they probably weren't using it because there's a lot of rocks falling out. Yep, there we go. There's your wiring and your 2-inch receiver. Now, you will see, I'll lay that right down there, it won't hurt it. A little scratch right here in the rear bumper up into the plastic. A little scuffy on the plastic itself. Honestly, other than that, she's pretty clean back here. Really not too anything crazy. It does have a power lift gate. I'll go ahead and throw it up myself. I will tell you it's malfunctioning right this second, but we will obviously get that fixed. You do have power third row. And this is the area that I always check on these guys. And these walls aren't bad. There's a little bit of dirt up there, but I think it's literally just that dirt. So the walls aren't all scuffed up. A lot of these we see, they'll have the walls will be all like scuffed up from folks loading and unloading stuff. In fact, actually, for right now, we're just gonna throw this up here. And then also it does have the glass separate of the liftgate, which is nice if you're going on family vacation. I would load mine up a little bit, shut this, and then go ahead and load up some more. Just kind of gives you a nice little thing. The other nice thing that we've changed here in the last handful of years, you'll notice you don't see the wiper at all. It's hidden up here. So it really kind of cleans up the vehicle a little bit more. Capless fuel, of course. Let's take a peek down the side. I do have two very small door dings right there on my dirty fingerprints. We'll get those out. I got a dent guy that'll take care of that. And I forgot to look down this side. I apologize. And that side, yeah, that side looks good. But yeah, there's just two. They're so small, I don't even think I can get them on video for you, honestly. You'll just have to trust me on that. There's two little bitty ones there. But yeah, we'll get that taken care of. It's a little dirty inside, but nothing's gonna hurt anything by any means. Obviously, hey, it needs a vac and stuff, but power seats on this side, memory seating. We will have the power flip-in mirrors here. And then, of course, all your four-wheel drive, your dimmers, your headlights. And then right here is what's nice. So we have our lane departure, lane keep, our park sensors, which are really nice if you go to back up to a trailer. You can hit that button, shut them off, so it's not driving you nuts the whole time you're trying to hook up. Start, stop, override. That's just the, shutting down at stoplights that all new cars do. You can turn that off. Downhill assist control, think of that as very low-speed cruise control. And then, of course, traction control. This does have the power steering column, so out, up and down, and that will save with your memory seating once you set those up. All right, and then up top here, 48,000 and change on the mileage. I don't smell any smoke in here. Honestly, the interior is pretty clean. It does have a few little dirt spots here or there, but nothing too crazy. And then, of course, up here, just so you know going into it, your maps are Google Maps. Now, you'll see right there, it says shop for a plan. So, you have to keep the Wi-Fi on for these to work. Now, one thing that a lot of my guests have been doing, instead of paying for Wi-Fi, you've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, just use one of those, whichever one applies to you. Of course, we've got Bluetooth in here. Camera view, standard backup. There's our hitch view, so that single line is where the ball of your receiver would be going. And then, of course, right down here, dual climate, heated ventilated seats. We've got USB and USB-C, plus there's a 12 volt there. That right there is your wireless charging. And then also, this is equipped with the power center console. So this will slide back. And yes, I'm going to make sure all that stuff's cleaned. But the idea behind it is it makes your rear cup holders more usable for those folks sitting back there. Now, they do have bottle holders in the door, but your cup holders are right there. What's nice, this slides forward, so if I'm sitting up here, I don't lose my armrest. And then there's also a little hidden drawer down here that opens. And of course, right there, you have some additional storage as well. Now, over here, this is just a little cubby hole. Whatever you want to throw in there, it does go back quite a ways, and it's kind of like a felt line inside, so I've had a few folks use them for sunglasses, but obviously, hey, whatever you want to throw in there. The books are in there. Now, you'll notice there is no, actually, I apologize. Yeah, there is no big, thick owner's manual, so it is right here now. Sorry, 25 was the year that we started jumping back and forth a little bit, so I always have to look. Skip for now. So you can see you get your plans for OnStar, all that stuff, and then if we swipe on over there, right there's your owner's manual. So it is now built into the radio screen. Also, we have the ability to do trailer light test right here. And then, of course, with this big giant sunroof, everything in front of the black bar right there opens, slides, it does all of that. The back glass back there is just stationary. And of course, you can see our little wind deflector pops up. That's just so that we can still have a conversation in here while we're driving down the road with the roof open. And then also, of course, we do have a power shade. And I'm not going to bore you with watching that come all the way forward, but it does. And then you also, up here over the top, you do have two switches that actually control the third row seat. I apologize, this side over here is the seat's back too far, so it's catching it. That's why it didn't go all the way up, but I'm just gonna put it back down for now so we don't have to worry about it. Overall, pretty darn clean vehicle. I mean, not anything too crazy. There is one, I just noticed this, one little bitty tear type of thing in that leather right there. Other than that, everything looks sharp. So I will let you let you go for now. Please hit me up with any questions you have. Thank you.